Behold, my I don't care-inator!
The P-33 missile pistol was introduced in the new Exo Experts War Bonds. Now this War Bonds theme was of course exosuits. But there's a secondary weapon in here that is a real hidden gem, the missile pistol. Now despite what the game tells you, it is in fact anti-tank armor penetrating. It does 1000 ballistic anti-tank damage and 300 medium penetrating explosive damage within a 2 meter radius of the shot. The missile pistol, or Pissile, as the community has apparently decided to call it, has two firing modes, guided and unguided. Guided mode is similar to the Warrant in that it will lock onto enemy center of mass up to 100 meters away. But it does take its time locking on, so if an enemy is getting too close for comfort, it might be better to switch to unguided. Unguided mode is good if you want to hit a weak spot, but in order to do this you have to be either really good at leading your shots or wait until the enemy is still, because this missile is slow as heck. It goes 1 meter per second in a straight line from wherever you fired it, exploding at 200 meters away midair. The other week, when I was finalizing my bug loadout after some testing, I was thinking, man, it'd be nice if there were something like the Ultimatum that was smaller, but still hit hard and doesn't kill you. And like an answer to my prayers, Lady Liberty released the Pissile. This thing fulfills the role of taking out smaller heavy enemies like Hulks, Warstriders, tanks, gunships, chargers, and even impalers in 1 to 2 shots. One caveat though, if you're too close, the missile won't gain enough velocity and won't do as much damage. So you need to be a decent distance away before trying to kill something. But, like every weapon in this game, its performance depends on the faction you fight with it. So let's go over them all, starting with the bots. There's a reason I called it the anti-gunshipinator at the beginning. This thing will target and destroy gunships in one shot. The missile pistol will target everything from a Devastator and up. It will destroy Devastators in one shot and sometimes damage multiple if they're bunched up close enough. It will 2-shot Hulks or 1-shot them in the eye using the unguided mode. It will 2 to 3-shot Warstriders or 1-shot in the joint in unguided mode. As far as tanks go, it will 1-shot them in the back vent in unguided mode and 2 to 3-shot them in guided. It will also 1-shot the bunker turrets you find on the bunkers or in bases. And if you so desire, you can 3-shot small fabricators or just shoot them in the vents in unguided mode. As far as factory striders and box engines go, don't bother using this thing for them, except to take out the strider's top turret. I think this thing does its best on the bots, and I will definitely be taking this thing all the time. S tier, easily. For the bugs, the pistol will target everything from a warrior and up. With the bugs, you will be using this thing to take out smaller heavy enemies like chargers in 2 shots to the face, and impalers in 1 shot to the face with the tentacles down. You can also use it to take out Bio-Titans, but this can take a while, so I don't recommend it. Use a Quasar or something. One thing you could do, however, is if you miss the head of a Bio-Titan with a Quasar or something like the Poilus, you can finish it off with 1 to 2 shots from the Pissile. You can also use it to take out Spore Spears and Shrieker Nest in 2 shots. Another use for it is taking out bug holes from a distance. But this will require unguided mode. While this thing is explosive, it is not very good at killing groups unless they are bunched up really close together. Overall, the missile pistol is alright on the bugs. You might be better off bringing the Ultimatum in some cases. A tier. The pistol is interesting on the squids. It would target everything from the Watchers and up. Its main purpose on the regular squids and minus masses will be to take out flying overseers and finish off harvesters. By itself, this thing will 2 to 3 shot harvesters with the shields down. Do not attempt to use unguided mode with a harvester unless you are John Helldiver, because the weak spots are too small and thin for the slow traveling missile to hit. Your best bet to kill harvesters in the least amount of shots with the pistol is to shoot them from a side angle. One time I 1-shot a harvester this way, but your best bet will when using the guided mode will be to go from an angle. On another note, it will 3-shot a flesh mob, although that just seems like a waste of bullets or missiles, so I just don't do it. When it comes to Overseers, it will 2-shot the regular and the crescent ones and 1-shot the flying ones. For some reason, sometimes it will 1-shot regular Overseers when their shield is up, which is nice. It can also be used to take care of Watchers, but beware, if you hit the side, it will not die in one shot, so you must face it from the front. Also, it takes longer to lock on, so you may be better off using your primary. Another use for it is clearing bases. From long distance, if you can take out the ship's shields and fire an unguided missile in the door, the ship goes boom. As far as stingrays go, I'm afraid I don't know. They never show up when I play solo for some reason. Fighting the appropriators is where you'll get the most use out of the pistol on the squids. The missile pistol will target even the smallest enemy, the obtruders, but I wouldn't suggest shooting them unless they are bunched up real tight. You will mainly use this thing to take out flying overseers and the exomechs. With the exomechs, that is the veracitors and the gatekeepers, you need to take out their ball shields, and then the pistol will auto-target the cockpit. But beware, the Veraciter will make it difficult by covering up their balls to disrupt the targeting. Overall, you might be better off taking something like the Warrant to the squids, but the pistol does have its niche uses here. B tier. In conclusion, overall, this thing is like a secondary support weapon. It can finish off heavy enemies in a pinch, and it's auto-targeting, meaning it will almost always hit its target. This thing needs no changes whatsoever, except for its ammo count. It comes with 3 missiles plus 1 in the chamber. But I feel like I was constantly calling down supplies just to refill the missile pistol. I think maybe they could make it to where we get 5 missiles plus 1 in the chamber, or only up to 6. I think this would fill the only gap I see in this weapon. Anyway, that concludes this Super Earth Helldivers tip broadcast. Your 2.4 second break is over. Go to the new Oasis planets and have your break there. Or you can go argue about balancing or whatever we do nowadays. Freedom's goodbyes to you.